to me, if
There's like,
if he's already played Bill, he's already played everybody else.
well, they're the only two that's 6-1. Hello, guys and girls. Bill Riles here. David Todd sitting over there, but we're gonna make another. No, you don't have. You want a mic? We are gonna try. We're gonna try to show the end of the Victor Ian match from when it went kaput, and then at 9 p.m. the round 10 match of Ian Terry and Bill Fipps will be streamed live. So we're gonna see what happens here. Seemingly everything's working fine, but we thought that earlier. So we shall see. So Tara's going to start that. I won't be able to speak over it, so you'll just hear the commentary as it was live at the time. I can type messages in the chat line. So anyway, we're going to advance it to 4-0 or wherever it was when it cut off. Tar's going to have to kind of like manually advance it. So she's going to move it to like 4-0, and then you can watch, which is where it cut off more or less, the stream cut off. So she can, you can watch the remainder of the match from there if you wish. And then at 9 p.m. again, we'll have a live Ian Terry Bill Fipps round 10 match. So I'm sorry.
Lecture.
Responding emails and stuff. Some of that I do, but some she did.
Is that a Joker?
Yeah, people saying.
Oh no.
But for hey, what do we do here?
Yeah, this is better probably. 6-1. Plays 10-4, 6-5, or something like that.
If you play for maximum builders by going to the 8 point, you always have like this really weird double 6 anti-joker that leaves 2 points.
And you're leaving the Fogelin from the bar, so it doesn't make sense. Okay. Victor has 9 numbers. No, I guess less. 5 and 3, that's fine. 2-6, this game's over unless Victor wants to. I guess he could still win some very small chances of gammon that makes it worth it to keep playing on. Of course, he should run.
Yeah, he never gets. It's a 0 position, so he never gets a shot on the next one. And if he gets, yeah, he's always getting pointed on. He can save gammons this way, and it's not gonna be as big of a too good.
There's still some gammons here. There's about 2% maybe. Not less after 5-4.
Fairly limited, huh?
Yeah, there's not much. But he's gonna keep playing on because why not?
Yeah, if you don't take the chance to do it, you'll never get the miracle, right?
Almost killed you, and you still delayed my cube with this.
Yeah.
All right, so 4-1.
Victor's on the scoreboard.
Ian still has a big lead, but against Victor, anything's possible.
So 8 away, 4 away.
I didn't. Yeah, I guess she switched. I guess Fipps and Edelman finished. Huh?
I guess so.
You win. Okay, Fipps won.
Four 6 runs out, of course. Now Ian wants double 3s. That'll work. 2-1 hits. Victor wants 5-4, 5-5, or 4-6. And he gets 3-1. Question is, should he slot now? And I would, to be honest with you.
I would.
Oh, you make the 10. That's probably stronger, yeah.
Even though it's an outfield point, just having a point is nice.
Mochi's the best player in the world still. Even though he still lost his Denek, his pedigree goes too far back to make one loss count. 3-4 hits. I mean, if you want to look straight at the best player in terms of PR in the world right now, it's definitely Dirk Sheeman.
Oh, you have a choice of which number to hit with from the bar.
Yeah, you should come in high for sure.
Yeah, the structure is a lot nicer when the guy's on the bar because you can take you can make the high anchor directly with
4-3 makes the 21 point. It depends what you mean by best, right? Mochi's has the most he's a
So now he has
Mochi doesn't play the best PR anymore. That's what Denek showed him that he can beat him.
because now Victor's made the advanced anchor.
Anyways, let's
so
go back to the
priming
game here.
value of the 8 point, if it had any, goes down. So just getting the advanced countering the advanced anchor with an advanced anchor is the standard play.
That's Tara's phone. Or on that.
Someone's ringing Tara.
iPad.
Yeah.
So now it looks like we're just in a quiet mutual holding game.
6-1. I would come out here. It doesn't make sense to come here and do what he's doing here.
Even though it's technically a triple shot, he's unhappy to hit with.
So then, if wins count, then it's Mochi by far.
Really? Wow.
I don't like that play by Ian at all. I
it
would have
strips
come
the
out for sure.
midpoint.
It doesn't. It was anti-positional.
He was thinking he was behind in the race, so he wanted to turn back the goalkeeper.
Okay, fair enough. 5-3 is not really a good roll, is it? You have to hit and then play 13-10. So you made the best play. Fair play to Ian. Good job.
You could
Yeah,
consider
this is
this
better
play.
probably. I'd be tempted to play 13-10,
I would
6-1
stop
though,
playing
because it's less
two down,
shots.
Because he already had
No,
a
you
miss.
don't. There's no reason to break your midpoint when you don't have to. So 3-6 is a hitter and goes around.
Coming around the bend is always right, especially here when it comes into 11 point, which versus the opponent's can around the 4 point and never gets hit.
2-6 comes out, of course. Double fours, is that
Nice
good?
shake.
Yeah, that works. Makes to 20, makes to 9, and safety's to blood, I guess. Unless coming out
Yeah,
just
he
way
could
better
go
than
all
breaking
the
the 9
way.
point.
And safety spot and try to go for running game.
I think I would do that actually. What's the race? I'm sure he's way ahead, so that leans to just run out. $20 after?
Oh yeah.
I'll be surprised
Yeah,
if this is the
with
best
the
play.
25th lead, if he decides to stay back on the 20 point, then he's gonna have a hard time bringing it home later.
He's supposed to run, right?
But if he knew the other guy
supposed
was
to
gonna roll
run.
double 6, and that's kind of glad he's still on the 20 point.
Yeah, I thought so. So according to Richard Stubbe in the background here, Ian's play was 140 point mistake. 1 of 3, so my apologies. The best play was to run out to the 16 point because you're ahead in the race and your game plan is getting home.
But if he knew Victor was gonna roll double 6, then
Then you're very happy making
Yeah,
the
he's-
Ian play. And of course you have to do this because there's nothing else. You can't really leave the anchor there. Yeah, talk to Phil similar with future gammon.
so you might try leaving
I
the anchor,
crushed
just
him
keep
at it.
going, making the that'd be the 9
What?
point here.
Yeah, I think
So
it's
this
done.
would leave 5s.
Pascal
and
Gammon's the best one.
12s.
He's doing this. I can't. I don't. I would be shocked if this
And in
one's
fact,
right.
Yeah. 12s also included double 3s there. Double 3 was open.
I don't know why he wants to break the anchor. He didn't have to. He could have just made the bar and swung it around. Give him the 6 shot. That was. He made the best play. 21-9. That's a good play.
So if he was ahead,
Okay,
he might
what do we
try-
do here? Ian got a double here. huh?
Yeah, I would. There's too many threats. See Huygens law. Feels like a take. Yeah, feels like a take. That double 6 play was hard. I would not have done that. What he did, and he made the best play, which is quite impressive. To be honest, I'm struggling to see any merits for doing what he did. Okay, let's go. Ian wants 4-2. 5-1 works.
5-1.
5-1 works. 5-1.
Pretty nice because on the
4-1 plays itself,
5
of course.
you just take
And
your
now's the
chance.
money
Okay.
shot.
2-1 misses.
Now it's a
2-1's not a good roll, no.
now it's a hitter. He'd like the point, but he'll take the hit.
You take the hit. You have to hit, of course. You hit him, make him throw a 2 to have any chance of whatsoever. Come on, Ian, let's go,
what
bud.
alternative is there?
I'm not sure.
Like save? And then
He's just
you have to bring
he's
up the-
preparing himself for the stress that involves him rolling the swing.
And here comes.
Victor's gonna take 30
Is
years
there
to
a
roll a
possible
PL.
62
Oh
joker?
my god.
Oh, there was a 2 at least.
There's a Victor roll if you've ever seen one. So he should play safe here. There's no reason to break the midpoint.
He breaks the midpoint, then he has
The stream's down again, by the way.
5-4 and 1
Yeah,
to
you're supposed
enter, and then
Because
6
it's
and
too
4
if
hit
you lose
lose
too many
while
gammons
losing
by
game.
coming down.
And then he could easily get the second block picked up and lose the gammon that way. And it looks a little ugly to play 6-2.
What do you want to do, David?
So if he plays 13-9, then Ian has 5-4 and 1 to enter, and then like 6's 4s hit loose without breaking the prime, and he can also hit loose with 5 if you want. So it's like
Oh, he's gonna do
Like
this.
12.
Wow, he likes losing
Spinning
gammons
here.
here.
yeah.
Yeah,
2-4?
feed just died. A bunch of
12
people
shots.
saying
Oh no.
buffering died.
Now is this a redouble? He is a redouble, and it's obviously a take because he had way too many chances here.
So assuming Victor doesn't make an inner point with like a 5-2 or something, he still has the like 5-4 and 1 to enter.
No, it's a
and the
it's a
6
ma- I don't. I'm not even sure it's a
like,
redouble.
above
'cause there's no
numbers.
gammon. I know.
Swinging back into the game.
Is it even a redouble?
I really like the redouble just as a practical,
I wouldn't have doubled.
very practical redouble.
I'm not sure.
Just in case you can bluff some people into dropping.
That's how he would. That's how he would confirm that a 180 mid blunder, whatever it is. Oh no, that hurts.
That's
dancing
terrible.
Twice on a 3-4. Oh,
This big swing here. He needs a 6. I guess there's no
5-2
stream, so there's no
you'll
reason to
take, double 2
commentate.
you'll take.
Oh wow. Now there's gammon now.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, a redoubled gammon for the match. Oh, sick.
Just the stream's down, so there's no reason to do commentary.
So fucking sick. Now with 2 on the bar, there's no
There's no shots.
yeah,
this
no
way.
shots from the bar, and then regardless of how you play, your next double 6 play always plays the same. It's forced, and leaves the same position. So,
Don't you love this game? He was fucking on the bar against a slotted 6 prime. Comes in, steps up, comes out. It's crazy.
yeah, that's backgammon for you.
And he could win the match right now. The gammon here is non-zero.
Yeah, with
Ian needs to come in of the 5 sooner rather than later. Six one. What do you do with this? Just 9-3 and 9-8.
9-3.
Yeah, like you want to play as aggressively as you possibly can here because again the match is on the line.
Yeah, this last bit of work is just like make sure you make the ace point.
What? Oh, yeah, double 4s are terrible.
This double 4 is bad, but it's kind of hard to avoid giving a bad double 4.
Yeah, like this. This way, this double 4 is perfectly fine. Oh, there you go, Ian.
Whoa.
Oh, what a gammon saver!
No kidding. Slightly above average. Eh?
Might even
And only that there's definitely numbers that don't clean up both blocks.
yeah,
The 4-1 is really nice.
4-1.
Is that a joker?
Yeah, at least the bar
Probably not quite a joker. Yeah.
Pretty close,
Like,
if not.
like a 5-1 it wouldn't clean up both blocks.
And now everybody tilt your head this way so you can see the board properly.
Yeah, who?
What's that?
Ian hit the board and brought it down toward him.
6 is still leave shots. 5-1, okay. At least there's no gammon here. No lane.
With that double 5, could that have possibly swung Ian back to being match favorite?
Whoa!
And double 4 even more so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cutting out all the
Ian's
gammon.
match favorite here for sure. Because he has plenty of life in this game. At least 20%.
So for a brief moment, Victor was match favorite, and it was like by an
Double four
overwhelming.
is a shot, by the way. Let's watch it. 3-1, okay.
Yeah, the hotel internet.
He has to hit a shot.
It's a hardwire Ethernet.
Still hit a shot. There still has work to do. There you go.
4-3.
Keep rolling forwards and you're gonna get a shot.
Well, you didn't have to do it with 6 point, like you would have if you
Well,
rolled 4-2.
obviously, but you keep rolling forwards and you'll leave a shot. 6-4 is a double shot, by the way.
Oh, 6-4.
6-4.
It looks like, yeah, 6-1, 6-2, and 5-1. Those at least 8 shots.
3-2.
3-2 barely plays, but he still has the same
4-1
problem.
is.
4-1, yeah, 4-1. At least 10.
5-4 is fine. Of course, you're never gonna beat the anchor.
So, yep. 6-4 is really bad, and the 6-2, 6-1.
Come on, Ian.
5-1 and 4-1.
Uh-huh. Now he can run out. Now he can run off his anchor for no fear.
Just make sure to keep a spare on the 4 point.
Well, you could just clear the 4 in case he runs
If you
out.
clear
so
the
you can take a
4,
pass.
then you'll block with 3-1 as well.
Yeah, but you're gonna leave shots next.
So I would play 4-1.
I'd be tempted to.
You could play 4-1 or 3. You could play 3-2, 3-1.
That would work. Or just like 4-1.
Yeah, I don't want to also leave shot with 3-1.
I guess.
So I'd play like something 4-1.
Wait till the end of this game. Who's going? Just me and you? Oh, me? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 4-2, 3-2. So the same idea.
Going to Norco? We're going to across the street to the steakhouse.
Yes.
Yeah. Have internet. I got it.
Yeah, the key idea is just keeping a.
You guys are in fine
any checkers on the 4
hands.
point.
Okay,
To
man.
handle threes.
Just your phone. Don't forget.
And this is it. Imagine how much stress.
Oh,
6-4.
no. Yeah, it's a double shot.
Wow, that's crazy.
Double shot.
Oh no. And all 5s, all 2s, 20 out 36, 55%.
Come on, Ian.
55% for the match.
That's not for the match.
Oh, I thought it was big. No.
He got him.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
5
did.
away. Sorry, I thought it was 4 away. Yeah, Ian's 5 away.
Sniped him like a freaking.
For the entire match, I thought that 4 + 4 = 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, now it's technical too good because there's no number that leave a shot, so you might win a free camp. Yeah, because there's not really any games, you just play safe. Although if your intention was to cash on the next roll, maybe you could argue for clearing the 5-point just to block the other guy's double 6 joker and leave him with double 5 joker instead. So it's not as bad. But if it's double passive, it doesn't matter. Anyways, this is probably not very relevant.
You can
Yeah.
take that
So
roll from Victor.
there's
Just
definitely
yeah,
not
there it
good.
is. Boom. Oh,
We've definitely seen 8-1 Crawford in one of the matches the other day.
yeah.
Like, teaching it.
Yes.
So yeah, the match is not over yet because Victor still has the 7% from 1-way 8-away Crawford. It is. It's like you can think of it as close to 3 out of 36. So definitely no one ever gives up just because they're behind 1-away 8-away, or yeah, behind 8-away 1-away Crawford. It's unlikely to happen with only 8 in the zone, but if Victor just actually gets blitzed off the board here. Oh, with the 6-1, I'd probably just cover the ace point and be simple. Because getting hit, you lose the race lead. It is like really pretty and nice to make the bar point. If you're thinking that, oh, if you get hit, I get the checker recirculated, and then
What do you do? I'm coming on out and just try to win it going away.
but like getting like the checker on the ace point recirculated is like a very old kind of old style thinking. Back in the day when they used all like yeah, because it's Crawford.
That's my play. It's Crawford. Boom.
And you're just trying to win the game. Just running out your back checker is very.
Yeah, all you have to do is win.
So 5-2, he could pay now by making it 11. Duplicates 4s. He just plays safe, like with 13-6, and he still has the problem of the 16-point to clear. And you might as well pay now while the guy's board is weak. So yeah,
Ooh, that's
3-1, yeah, just go for it. Just never let the last back checker escape.
6 hits.
So yeah, he gets hit back, but notice how in this variation, like the blonde ace point is just like a huge thorn in it. But on the other hand, if the blot on the ace point doesn't get hit, you're almost glad you didn't make it. Like, you only have a blot on the ace point instead of a made ace point here. Like if you're intending to never hit a shot, then you're actually better off with a blot on the ace point, because then if you have to put a second checker there, then at least you haven't booted any checkers yet. But like if you have the race lead and just playing a running game, it's not that bad to carry checkers. So it looks like Victor Ashkenazi got into a 3-5 back game, but the timing's a little suspect. But for a shallow back game, you don't need as much time. Yeah, with a shallow back game, you're never really the favorite. But you're never really you're not a huge underdog until it like becomes to the point where Ian only has like 4 or 3 or 2 points to clear in front of the anchor. I remember Ryan Rebello did a seminar in Japan exactly about, depending on the number of points in front of the back game is like the correct time to double. Although here it's Crawford, so like any Q back is meaningless. It's good to know though. So something like 4 points, usually 4 points ahead of the front anchor is no double, and 3 points in front of the front anchor is double take, and then 2 points double pass. There are some exceptions, like with the weaker games. Okay, Okay, so yeah, back to the current position. Ian's deliberating on how to play double fours.
I'm enjoying listening to you. The internet's out.
Oh, so anything I say is meaningless.
That's a number Ian doesn't want to duplicate.
That 8 checker stack from the bar point. Yeah, found that off.
Uh-oh.
Cannot avoid leaving a double shot. So in this case, I'm not seeing any other play other than 8-1. Oh wait, no, you can make the 4 point, of course. Yeah, of course you have to make the 4 point. My bad. Yeah. You fill in the gap, so I can land on the 4 point when you're burying it. 1, 2. Yeah, that is a perfective if I've ever seen one. Hit, cover, and because gammons matter here, he kind of does want to keep the last back checker there, in case Ian enters with an ace, and you'd have some contact to pick up more checkers. So he made the full prime, but he might be forced to even if he was like double 1 or a 2-1 or a double 2. But Victor on the bar, it's not a huge concern. So yeah, now
He'll milk this. He'd like to try to work for a second checker.
I mean Ian on the bar, yeah. So now that he's entered, Ian's entered, Victor would like to go fishing. Even though there were 7 checkers on the bar point, which was like a decent number of gammons, even if we just close out. Is this repack up? Or is it
No, it's... I don't know what's probably in this down.
I might as well still practice. I should go look for my friend. I don't imagine he's still playing against Oliver Spire.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I thought. Apologies. Don't worry, everything's good. Stay safe.
Okay, it looks like my friend Bernard has indeed defeated Oliver Squire, an upset victory. So I'll be hanging around a little longer.
He's had a great run.
Yeah, he had a great run, but I think today.
Well, he lost 2 today.
Yeah, he's already lost 3 times. He probably lost 3 in a row. Yeah.
Oh.
I joked about how I transferred all my luck yesterday, but I forgot to do the luck transfer today. So I used my luck to get the finals of the Unlucky Dice Last Chance. So it looks like Victor hasn't been able to fish for a second,
No.
unless Ian rolls 6. 4-1 is safe, but like the 3-1 and 2-1 would have left the shot from the bar. Dancing is good.
Get a shot anyway. Nope.
Yeah, 3-1 was a fun. There are a lot of 3s that were bad. 65, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, Victor might as well try. You just have to be careful that all of your high doubles play. Although if Ian obliges by hitting with aces, then you have more timing to possibly go fishing.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to dance on a 3.4 here? Well, here's the situation where you want to dance on 3.4. But of course, like you can't expect to dance on a 3.4 with only 1 in 4. So now we're back to normal. Gammon value, it's all of the so for the even away even away Crawford scores, apart from like the pure gammon go score, 3-way 1-way, it's like actually the gammon value for you is like similar to money. It's just that you don't care about losing a gammon, so you still be more aggressive in creating gammon solutions. It's like around 0.5, if I'm not mistaken. It could be slightly higher or lower depending on the actual score, but you still definitely play aggressively for
Say you
Gammon
wouldn't
because
mind winning one. Gammon's it's a value.
so
You need to know.
you just be like the ratio. To calculate the Gammon value, you just like take a ratio of like if you're 8-2 post Crawford and 8-3 post Crawford. And I think in these cases, it's actually there's a formula to derive post Crawford match equities, and it's the same as the Crawford equity. That's 1 or 2 points higher than the post Crawford. So like for example, 8-2 post Crawford, I think is about the same match equity as 8-4 Crawford. So,
Recite that, Bill. Repeat that.
like 1 away, 7 away. So 1 away, 7 away post Crawford, and 1 away, 8 away post Crawford. Wait. No, because no, it's always a Gammon matters Crawford score. So 1 away, 7 away post Crawford is the same as 1 away, 6 away Crawford. I think. It's just like with like slight variation just because of the effect of the free drop. So like to calculate the Gammon value at this score, it would be so 1 away, 7 away post Crawford. 1 away, 7 away post Crawford is like 1 away, 6 away Crawford. But 1 away, 6 away post Crawford is like 1 away, 4 away Crawford. So then those two match equities, it would be 81 and 89. So then you have to like think of so 81 to 89. Oh, that's from the trailer's perspective, it would be like 11 and 19. But then if you lose the match, then your match winning chance is 0, of course. So then it would just be, I think the Gammon value is just 11 over 19. So it's actually close to 50, but it's like slightly higher. I mean, playing backgammon, yes. But it is, you don't play as aggressively at the non-pure Gammon save post Crawford scores, but you do play aggressively because you don't mind losing. Unlike for money when you do money. So you play more aggressively than for money because of that reason. Like in a two-way game. It should be 8-2 post Crawford, but I guess Victor is employing the trick because it's an auto-way post Crawford score. So, I mean, I have a personal feeling about the trick is if I'm not playing a BMAB tournament, I always take, regardless of when the double gets shipped. Because in theory, my opponent could have, like against a good player, in theory, my opponent could have shipped the cube on the first exchange when it's always a take. So like game theory wise, I gain nothing. I don't lose anything, I just always take it. Even if I'm like taking a like 900 pass, because my opponent could have shifted on the first exchange. It's exactly the same as if he had just doubled and I had just taken on the first exchange. So as long as it's not BMAB, I don't let myself like fall for these blind games of like post trick. I use the trick myself. But. So like when you're the distinction between the even away post Crawford score and the odd away post Crawford score. So like here it's like 8-2 post Crawford, right? So if it's let's say it was 8-3 post Crawford, then if you double, like if you wait to double, your opponent and you become the favorite, your opponent will just pass because your opponent doesn't care because the assumption is that all the cubes are going to be on 2 from the rest of the game for the rest of the games of the match. The trail is just going to double automatic. So then you can think of like the game's base values being on 2. So like if your opponent needs like 6 points to win versus 5 points to win, you don't care that much. But then here, like if your opponent needs 7 points to win or 6 points, that matters a lot because 7 is like 4 games to win in a row, but 6 is only 3 games to win in a row. Like not considering gammons. Yeah. So then, if there are no gammons in the position, you can take almost anything.
So he's just playing. So he doesn't lose.
Yeah, Victor is basically hoping that he's gonna double a complicated position that like kind of like he's trying to trick Ian into drawing.
Yeah.
And then usually players won't get tricked if there's like no gammons in the position because like you can take almost anything, right? Because you don't care about the difference between losing 1 point or losing 2 points, but you do care about the difference between losing 1 point and losing 4 points if you get gammon on a cube. So then you might have to draw some cubes that are gammon to score.
So it doesn't happen too often that they have.
It depends on if your opponent like uses it or not, because for most players, like you can just double at your first opportunity. You have nothing to lose, right? If your opponent only uses 1 point to win, so you just double at the first opportunity, and then like no one gets into these mind games. But like once everyone knows that, the next step is because my opponent like knows I should be doubling at my first opportunity, but like if it's an odd away post harvest where I don't have to double at my first opportunity, like I can wait. It like gets really complicated.
Can wait to a very complicated position and then,
yeah, hope that your opponent drops. And those actually take. But at the same time, you could like potentially like miss out if you wait and it gets to a gammonish position and your opponent does indeed correctly drop. Then you will have cost yourself a lot. So yeah, if there's no gammons, it's basically just a value free drop. Okay, so I should have been getting back to the game. It looks like, yeah, Victor is just playing a simple running game for the 20-point holding game, and it's like worse than a regular 20-point holding game because, yeah, mid-point basically cleared. He has 10, 9, 8 points landing spots, and yeah, very often the third checker on the 20-point doesn't, like, yeah, for example, you roll a 5-3, the checker doesn't get out, and you end up front of your board. So it's definitely not an ideal spot for Ian, but he could. Yeah, no immediate awkward. And look at me, even after this, like 6-1 and 6-2 are both fine. Yeah, 5-1 was like 4-1 or 3-1, then you have to break your board and your checkers. So 5-1 is fine. 5-1 is just fine for Victor too. Although maybe some people might complain they didn't roll like a double edge like here, both of them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen this kind of position like all the time. Victor now on the next roll leaves drops 6-1 and 6-3. Let's see, will he roll 6-1 or 6-3? And no, clear safe with the 4-2. That was 2-4. I think actually take 2-4s instead of 4-2.
Folks, I'm headed out to dinner with my staff for our banquet dinner. My wonderful assistant Paulette decided to stay behind. And if you have any questions or need anything, she's running the show now. You can also talk to Bill and Tara; they'll be able to assist you.
Because there's probably a 6 checker on the 6 point I couldn't see.
Yeah, that was.
Side events will also continue at 9 p.m. And if you're in the
Yeah, never mind.
playing in round 10, you very likely might have a side event after. So do not leave until you come to the front room to talk to me. Thank you.
Bill's that kind of guy, you know.
Bill, you weren't you? You didn't pay a double. Well, Ian recused me, yes. You didn't say it is with a double digit, right? That's a legal question. You said accused. It is. You're right. It is.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's just me for the time being, but oh, it's double fives for Victor lost of that game. So now we are moving on to 1 away, 5 away. Yeah. 1 away, 5 away post Crawford. So, like, as I said before, the rule is that 1 away, 5 away post Crawford is like 1 away, 4 away Crawford. So Victor can still win like 19% of the time. Yeah, it's still an auto way score. It's a trick score.
Just 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna get a water.
Looks like our players are taking break too.
No. Game can be as complicated as can be.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've ordered it.
Well, news,
I think I saw it last
you
year.
can't think forever
Yeah,
on
but I do not play on it. I mean, I come to
I'll be back when the match resumes.
board play, and I don't see much otherwise. But yeah, it's been holding up great. Love the board. Good. I'm glad you do. Yeah. It's treated me well so far. Good. Well, I gotta say, the crappy kiss sword I had before that also treated me very well. Probably more to do with you and the board maker. Yeah, well. Did you see the new ones I had? So they on the break? From a distance, I didn't see them on the break. But always there. I did play on
No, it's still going. Still playing.
Yeah. Crawford there. The color of it.
Yeah, post Crawford, yeah.
It had like leather across it.
Good point.
Oh yeah. Those are all 30 years. It looked like it was going back 30 years old. Was it Bob Camp? I think it was Bob Camp. He was one of them, yeah. And Barry Miller had them. Yeah, that's 30 some years old. Yeah.
You guys on dinner break or just a short break?
Just a short break.
Well, nice to see you. Likewise. I take it you're a spectator at this point. Oh yeah, I didn't actually play any of that. Oh, you did? I played Masters.
Yeah, right. Did you notice me snickering whenever he tried it? Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
Crazy. Yeah, I gave myself way too much. Right. Yeah, I didn't have to stand up. What did I play for Masters?
He's 4. Where is it? Oh. Thank you.
Looks like I missed the beginning of post Crawford action. Although it seems I haven't missed too much because, yeah, both players still have anchors on deep points, like deeper, like the 22-point or deeper. So oh, double force, such a huge shake. You might consider running from the anchor, but just pointing on the 5 points too good to pass up. So now 4-3 from the bar, 4-5 from the bar. Yeah, those are the 4-1 he'll take. So I mean, if it weren't for the double 6. So the simple play is just to run all the way, except that you leave like the 5s, including the 3-2 and the 6-2. So it's like you have to dodge 15 immediate shots, but if you do dodge those, you're basically home free. Even if he anchors, like, it's unclear whether he should even anchor up if he misses. So then you can easily bring the position home from there. Like the other candidate plays, well, blitzing on the ace point is just, you don't want to be doing that when you don't need to win a gammon, because then you'll have the work of extricating your backcheckers. So this is the alternative. This is actually nicer and that's fewer shots because the 3-2 doesn't hit. And even when you do get hit, you have the backchecker primed, like unless it's with a 5-3. So just like a 5-1 hits, but then the checker's still stuck on the checker's still stuck on the 24 point. So this double 6 is nice. You get the 5 point, but then you have to, even to come out, you're still coming out into a direct 6. So yeah, just making the 2 point is a strong alternative.
Nothing.
So 5,
I mean,
4, 3, 2, all point on. The 6-3, yeah. I mean, there's a safe play, but yeah, it's ugly. But is there really an alternative to just putting 2 more checkers on the 3 point? Yeah, against a 4 point board, it's like, especially like maybe the scores are reversed, you consider hitting loose to go for a gammon, but here you don't need a gammon, but you want to not lose a gammon. So just making the safe play is stand out. So vibe 2, the decision is whether to run a backchecker that's on the 21 point right now. I say the backchecker, it's tempting to keep it there. Like, it's providing good contact. Especially when you don't mind losing a gammon. So you don't mind if the checker gets pointed on you, if you can make an anchor on the ace point with the same checker. But it also does depend on the race. Because like if you have a racing advantage, then you don't want to just hang back with 2 back checkers, and then one gets pointed on, and you have no chance to like escape the other checker to go into a straight race. Anyways, 6-4. So now 6-4, because he has to play a 6, so he can play all the way to the 6 point and leave the aces plus double 6. And then if he plays... So this duplicates aces, but also leaves like double ace, and then 5-1, and then 6-1 also can hit and cover. But with the other move, he was like leaving direct 6s, and like also a 5-3 and a 5-1. So on account of less shots, this is probably the play. So 1s or double 6. Double 3, unfortunately, is blocked. Now again, he has a choice of whether to anchor up or not. And yeah, it does seem that because the race is close, he wanted to get some race equity from rolling high doubles. Okay, if I were to count the race. So, yeah, white 102, and then... So actually, it was both 102, I believe. Both players were 102 pips before the roll, so 2-1 only getting 3 pips means that probably, yeah, Victor was justified in just anchoring up and going for some racing equity with the high doubles. So now 6-4 and the double 5. Oh, double 5 is not quite perfect. But a 6-2, unfortunately, it's there's nothing much else you can do other than just like play inside your board. So yeah, the checker gets home, but the race isn't that bad, so Victor definitely still has chances in this game. So like 6-5, both regulars come out. So he's probably just hoping to roll like 6-5 or better. Oh, speaking of 6-5. Yep. Checkers come out. Yeah, double falcon, like even if it's not leaving shots, some people still call it double falcon. But yeah, true double falcon, you have to like leave a double shot, or at least 20 shots. So now, yep, contact is broken. We are in a straight race. Although it looks like Victor being on roll is a slight favorite. 3-2 is, yeah, not what he's looking for though. Now, like all that matters are pips, and double 3 is, yeah, that's a lot of pips. Like crossovers matter somewhat, but really you're mostly looking for pips here. Double 2, I mean, even those 2 small numbers, because it's double, it's actually, well, it's considered average. But after this exchange, Victor will definitely have to do better than average in order to stay in the match. 6-1. Oh, more high doubles free. Oh, that's brutal. That's so brutal. Double 3s is 2 checkers off. It's not bad, but like the only way you can stay in the matches with more high doubles. Yeah, we saw a 6 and we all got excited, but the 6 has to be paired with another 6. Although if Ian keeps rolling 2-1, we might be able to see another game. Yeah, 5. Everyone says that like 5-4 is like the number that's most likely to be mistaken for a double. 2. It's not quite Jin yet. Still wins in a realm pod, like just 2 doubles in a row. Okay, 6-3. Yeah, he needs 2 doubles in a row now because Ian's definitely off in 2 rolls. And that is the match. Congratulations to Ian Terry. Yeah, Victor Ashkenazi put up a tough fight, but yeah, it wasn't. The dice were definitely not in his favor.
Switch it back to here. Here we are. Welcome back, Bill Riles. Chris Trencher sitting over here. But just getting ready for the 9 p.m. match. The Nietzsche lecture just concluded, apparently.
Yep.
And we've got Bill Fipps and Ian Terry, the reprise, the rematch, whatever. And then on, they haven't done the draw yet. We'll have another match on stream 2 among the 2-loss people. Not sure who that will be. Still waiting on Rory to post that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people with 2 losses who all each have still a remaining chance to win the tournament.
Yep.
That includes Victor Ashkenazi, Jack Adelson, Eduardo Maciel. Sean Wilford is back. Sean Wilford is back.
Or wants to move over there.
You could either way. I don't think it matters.
Sure, why she would care.
Yeah, Victor Ashkenazi, Jack Adelson, Eduardo Maciel, Dmitry Obakov, Matt Rekitus, Herb Roman, and Quinn Swanger still have one life as far as winning the championship tournament. Yeah, I told Tara, I got a text that alerted me to it. I have it blocked on my computer, but oh, there it's on here as well. This guy is, and apparently he's been extremely crude. But when we started the stream, Tara, I guess, has to block him again. She has admin status on Galaxy's YouTube channel. So she'll block him, and we'll go from there. But it'll be interesting. Again, Fipps and Ian played two matches ago, 2 rounds ago. Big John, no one has no losses. Fipps and Terry have 1 loss, so they're the only 2 people with 1 loss. And then there are 9 players with 2 losses. So after this round, we'll have 4, 5, either 5 or 6 players with 2 losses and 1 person with 1 loss. So coming down the stretch. I was teasing around, and y'all will find this humorous. Victor and I talk a lot of smack with each other. Good-natured. We're good friends. And I was teasing him about losing to Ian a little bit after he'd been talking about so much smack about how much he was going to kick Ian. And then I tell him, what is happening, you know? And I said, but that's okay. You can still win. You still have a life. And he goes, what do you mean I can still win? He said, I'm the favorite, you know? He said, in fact, he said, there's a higher probability of me winning than the other 8 guys combined. And I said, I'll take some action on that.
Yeah,
I'll take the field.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Thank you. The draw is done. Hang
I'm
on.
just going to hit the can for a second, then
Okay.
I'll be back.
Let's see, Tara.
Did everything I could possibly do to that Sean person. I'll put this on.
Hang on. I wanted to show Dimitri, but he's on the bubble when playing a 3-loss player. What do you think? Herb Roman.
Let's see. This is obvious. How can you not do this?
We have to show Matt again, or Ian, or Victor again.
With Matt Rekitus?
Okay, do that.
How can you say no to? I mean, we'd actually.
Well, those are
that's-
3-loss.
Oh, it has to be Matt Rekitus and Victor.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put Matt Rekitus and Victor Ashkenazi on stream 2. And Let me stick my head in there 1 second and make sure that they know before they get started. So I'll be right back. So we'll get going shortly here.
All right.
Nice to be back on the actual published schedule.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ambitious agenda, but we're staying on it.
So anyway. So this is the last match of the evening. And the last two matches of the evening, the last round of the evening. And then we begin again at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Tomorrow
Is
is,
this the last round, or is there two more?
no, it's just one after dinner tonight. We're starting, because of Michi's lecture at 8, we're starting at 9. Matt, you're going to be on 2. So, anyway, coming down the home stretch, and some of the usual names, but a couple of not the usual names. You know, it's kind of interesting. You know, many people regarded Herb Roman as the best player to have never won in a tournament until he did so in Brazil a couple 3 months ago, and he's still alive. He has a chance to win. Eduardo Maciel, who I think is one of the 4 Brazilian players here. Quinn Swanger, I know the name, but I don't know the person. Jack Adelson, Matt Rekitus, Victor, and Dimitri, who are all not necessarily a surprise that they're in that position. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you've got some usual names, which are always going to have a few people who either are just sort of talented players who have taken their game up, or just maybe sort of on the fringe of the very best players, but hit a few lucky numbers at the end of matches. So it's always nice to see some fresh names, because that's the same people always won. It wouldn't be exciting.
That's right. That's what keeps it interesting, keeps people coming back and playing. Huh? Number 2. You got to work your way back up, man.
Good news is you have me here, and I would never be critical of you.
So, okay. So anyway, hopefully.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Somebody just brought me a fresh blow pop, and John Georgiou, these are the strawberry blow pops. Just, you know.
Fipps and Ian. They're on 2. Well, these are the only 2 one-loss guys.
The guy who's only lost once tends to be done a lot.
The only 2.
Well, I understand. I'm happy to do Magic, Victor.
Huh?
I'll sit down.
We've already told them they're on stream 1 and stream 2, so.
I'm sure Victor would support being streamed.
Well, yeah, he likes his airtime, you know. He's been on 6 or 7 times in the last. He's been on. We got him on at least once. I know. No, he's been on several, but they're both one loss.
Convince Terrence then. The sad thing is, you know how many times I bought Matt's Calcutta? Oh, I'm going to. Yeah, try to convince Sarah.
Uh-oh. I guess Gigi saw you pick that up, and she says, I got your glove. I got your glow pop.
All right. Let's keep it family friendly here.
So, anyway, is there any difference or playing the same person a second time? I would doubt it.
Yes, I know it's a joke.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah.
Not trying to make it very complicated.
Well, you know, it's kind of like, in a sense, they've earned the position.
It is round 10.
Camera.
I did last time I went to welcome.
Okay.
And in some places.
Okay.
So, you know, you never know. Maybe these guys finish in one game, and then we switch to
And then we
this.
can switch over. Okay. Yeah. I'm not, by the way, I'm
Huh?
not.
Bill Fipps and Ian Terry.
My tournament is off. Let me tell you how bad my tournament is.
So, we're getting. We've already told them who's on which, so I don't want to change.
Okay. All right. I get it. All right. No, honey, it's fine. Like I'm probably not gonna be here tomorrow, so I'm just like would like to.
Yes.
So everyone's defeated at least once, right?
I'm sorry.
Everyone has at least one loss, right?
Yeah, these are the only two with one loss.
Okay.
And there's 7 people with 2 losses.
Dun dun dun. Okay. All right.
So we're awaiting Bill Fipsy and Terry. We have Carter Madig, Chris Trencher, and last round of the night we have Carl James peeking in from the peanut gallery. Marcy Kosar back there. She's is it Kosar or Kosar? Kosar. Marcy Kosar. She's moved out of camera view. Okay.
All right.
The boys.
Setting up.
Ian has taken position.
Who was Ian's loss to?
Bill.
Oh wow. Okay. So this is the rematch, the grudge rematch.
The grudge rematch. I forget who Fipps lost.
Oh,
to.
my not fully on.
You're
Oh, there I
cut
am.
off.
Okay.
Fipps lost to Lev, I think.
You may well be right. Not sure. That sounds right. So, you know, it's interesting. Before the tournament, And in fact, I was talking to Rory, asked my advice on some things related to seating and this, that, and the other. And he knew Phipps's names, but he didn't know Fipps.
Yeah, he listed him as William, which is so funny because
he didn't know
wine or drinks. I would have.
he didn't know his game really. And he asked me, he gave me 3 other names, and he said, this guy, this guy, this guy. Are any of them better than Bill Fipps? I said, no. You know?
Well, it was funny because like
we good to go?
Rory, I think, was around when all the internet controversy. Bill had
with Stick
the
and
free roll with Stick and all the other.
But anyway, I said, no, you know. And then later this afternoon, or earlier this afternoon sometime, we had some match on one. I think it was when Ian and Victor played. And he comes back, and Rory normally doesn't say anything about who we streamed, but he came back and he said, I want Fipps streamed. I said, you know who he is now.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
All right,
so
here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Split. All right. This is round 10 for those of you at home looking.
So this is straight from one of those quizzes that'll be in the
choices of
emoji
5
quiz.
points.
Yeah, choice of 5 points.
Has Ian continued the blowout series of just destroying his opponents?
Who's that?
Ian, like the
until he ran into Fipps while ago.
Okay.
I think he makes this here, yeah.
Pretty strong. Ian's got to get some kind of board going.
Sean is telling us that Bill Fipps lost to Bernard Pilar.
Okay. Thank you, Sean.
Okay.
I had not met prior to this weekend, but has had a really nice run.
He has a nice 23-year-old from the city.
Is he from New York?
Yeah.
Yep, New York.
Oh, surprised I've never met him.
Yeah, I interviewed him a time or two around his match this morning.
If you're watching the match and you notice that this is a dice on checker tournament, so if the dice lands on top of the checker, it's still valid.
And illegal moves tournament.
And illegal moves.
And of course, and everyone's probably used to it now, we have our new profile player cams.
Yeah.
Close-up focus on with good cameras on the players, so it's kind of neat to observe their emotions and facial expressions and reactions and what have you. So
it is funny. Bill does have always that kind of look on his face where, you know, even when he's just destroying somebody, it looks like.
And Ian has a real expressive face, and he's you'll see even when he's looking like this sometimes, without moving his head, he'll cut his eyes up at his opponent.
Yeah, I think Bill has very steady Eddie emotions, and he's also an outstanding poker player, so that avoiding expressiveness during the match is something that
And
there.
Instilled in him from that.
Instilled him there, yeah. And there's certain players who bring an element of poker to backgammon. I remember Steve Sachs telling me once that if you're ever playing a Kiko, just keep your emotions very hidden, because she'll, if you're losing the game slightly, but maybe it's not a double, she'll look at you and study your facial expression. If she thinks you don't like your position, she'll snip that out and give you a loose cube, where maybe it's a take, but you would rather just not be doubled.
Right. Well, there is a huge element of that, like knowing your opponent, knowing that they're afraid of these doubles, they're afraid of, this situation.
A certain amount of psychology and other intangibles in the game, and,
right.
And many people, particularly in this bot era, have just gotten away from that completely. They just, whereas you look at somebody like, in certain regards, that was always one of Ray's strengths, more so than maybe his game.
Right, it's definitely playing his opponents, knowing the 4 cube, he can make them choke on it. Both are ending up with super strong boards super fast. Yep. This looks like complete cleanup, right? Get rid of that checker.
Nice play by Ian. I think he's got a decent racing lead now, so I wouldn't leave the 7 shot, which would probably cost him, put him far behind.
And here's Bill, like, oh, do I
Just
make the
got-
full prime or do I come out and not get stuck behind it?
I like the full prime. That's all right.
This seems
broken
right.
six.
Right.
Technically a full prime.
Ian's not well positioned to.
However,
though this is obviously a great shot.
yeah. But you got 6s and 3s out, right? So 6-5. This feels right, but I mean, but there is, I guess, a little merit to making that ace point. Stopping.
So, Ian doesn't have any blots, so there's not really, there's not another blot there. There's not a strong position to.
Well, Bill's definitely slashing here with the.
Yeah.
Do you like the 4 down? What do you think, Chris? What do you think, Bill? Instead of slotting the 2.
I like the 2.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
He's
you
got
don't want to give the double 3-6-3, 5-4 is blocked.
He's got enough to shoot at already. I don't want to give him another target, but.
But also, Bill has a stronger double now if he wants a double, because if he rolls one of the strong numbers to make the 4 points, the block will create some extra gammon losses.
Right. But the 5-4 was the one that didn't do what you wanted it to do. All right, 4 primes are longer than they look, they say.
Okay.
However,
It's out.
He's only got the 11.
6-5.
And the double 6, I guess. Double 3s aren't the worst either.
Winner. The 6-5 is a hitter.
Right. What's the race, Chris?
30, 40, 81, 89. I got 104 for Ian.
Should I tell Ian to move his hand?
Yeah. 256, 64, and 106 for Bill.
Okay.
So 2 pips. What was it 104, 106? Yeah.
30, 40, 91. 100.
Well, Ian will quickly.
Wait, no, sorry, I made a mistake. 30, 64, 111 for Ian.
Okay. So,
Ian's losing the race.
so Ian's slightly down, but he's got some good containment numbers here.
Being slightly down, despite the decent numbers, he's probably ill-advised to send a recube.
To whip the 4.
Maybe he might get carried away and send a center cube, but not a recube. I don't think.
All right, make the 3.
Yeah, I'm all right leaving the 6-5 here. It's one number, and he's got 13 returns.
Well, he can't do much. He can't safety it anyway.
No, actually, he can't.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be an indirect, but all right. Bill's got a trap if anyone can come home.
8, 9, and 11. 3s
does not safe him. Oh, and it probably has to come a little closer because the other numbers are kind of. All right, so that's 6-3 and double 3s. That's it, right? 5-4 is blocked.
Right, the other one is what?
If he makes the 2 there, yeah. This seems reasonable and right.
6, 2. This is less numbers.
Ian looked pained on it, though.
Yeah, 3-3 would be a semi-winner for Bill anyway, because it gets him into a race.
Yeah.
That'd be a favorite.
Right, but getting that hit against his full 6 prime would have been tasty juice for him. All right.
Okay, that'll play.
That clears some freight. Oh, is it worth it to go to the 5 and make the 2?
Well, that was my first reaction.
Sure.
But
You keep the threats in front. You make another point.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. All right.
Takes your point. So now what do we have? 42,
Ian's got
48,
88, 40, and Bill's got 90.
92.
88, 92, so 4 pips.
You got 90, and you're right.
All right, so 2 pips. But a
And
couple
what's,
crossovers.
Ian?
Not a redouble yet.
Okay.
Not a redouble, in my opinion.
Yeah, when you're anchored on the 4, it's really hard to get squeezed off immediately. And
It's 37. 3. 82.
For Ian to lose his market here, you would either have to roll a huge number or bring the 2 spares in and then have Bill forced off with a 6.
Right.
Such that Ian would have 4 builders sparing on the 4 point. And I don't think the combination of those 2 is that likely to happen.
However,
this might be huge enough.
12 pips is pretty nice in that.
He didn't
Wait,
play
you
a lot.
got one
Yeah,
more.
he got one
Thank
more.
you very much.
Look, Ian's just like, I can't believe this. Oh, and Bill's got to
There's
go.
part of the scenario, Chris.
And Ian redoubles.
Ian redoubles.
He got both pieces scenario, picked up a little more
Right,
in the race,
right.
And now he's got 3 builders, including small numbers. And so the numbers that don't point on average are bigger than average.
Yep. So 12. So what is it? 6? 8?
76.
76 for Ian.
69, 82.
76, so 6 pips. Yeah.
No, no.
Wait, 76? 82?
61. Yeah, 82. 82 is
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So 6 pips.
6 pips.
But pointing numbers and pick and pass numbers and.
There's no pick and pass because those are the
What are
same
you?
numbers.
Yeah, you one of those half full kind of guys?
Oh yeah, that's right. 4-2 and 4-1.
Your 1s and 2s are
I smell horse shit. I look for the pony. Come on.
Yeah. So when you're looking at these positions and you're looking at both the pointers and the pick and pass, always make sure whether you have unique numbers. For example, Ian's
Right.
position would be stronger here
Bill.
if the deuce point was on the ace point, because then you'd also have some 3s working for you.
Right.
Bill lets that one go. Carter
Yeah,
said
it's also
ESP
hard.
vibe here, you know?
It's hard.
Yeah, it was 6.
6 pips.
6. Yeah, well, don't forget he's got the pointers also, which are small numbers on average.
All right.
Okay.
Here's the aggressiveness.
What match? Juniors?
What age is juniors? Under. Nah. Technically.
Starts in the next 2 years, I can play, but I'll still pass.
All right. So come out and dupe the 3s or come to the 6 or hit.
I would have come out. I hate stripping the 8 point to hit there.
I hate stripping the 8 point to hit slot the 2. But sometimes it stops the 5 point.
But it's a kind of a tempo hit, takes half
Right.
a roll out of his hand.
Yeah.
Avoids the 5 point, which would have been crucial for him. And now maybe Bill can
Do something.
make
Didn't
the
do
4
much.
point. The 4 point's not bad here, right?
And 4 point and.
I mean,
I would just play 13-10 and make in 23-21, make the 4 point if he hits me again.
Yeah.
This is okay.
This is reasonable.
Make the 5 point.
Make the 5.
Yeah, yeah. You can't make the outside.
Bill's position's way too impotent to worry about anything. There you go. That's it, Ian. All right.
All right. How lucky is Bill right now? 4s? Nope. Yo 11.
Ugh.
It hit. Oh, it does not hit.
Just make it
Make
13-2.
the
Yeah.
deuce or
Yes.
yeah.
This seems fine. All right, so go to the 5, or just come out. Okay. That's it. 2s, 10s, and 11s.
Thank you, Fernando. Good to see you.
It's been hit. The 3's not as fun. Yup. All right. Ian slowing down his rolling techniques.
He needs to get another builder. He needs to get a builder on his 5 or his 8 or both. And have some blitzing threats in
What
order
now?
to double here.
Are we talking about Dougie Roberts in the back there? Yeah. Okay. I do, but we shouldn't. Yeah.
Got the slide down. Nice hand.
All right, so we got what, 3s, 11s, and 12s.
Okay, so the best thing I ever
All right, Bill's building, hoping for the shot.
Well, this is kind of interesting.
It's about to get very stiff, right, for Ian if he doesn't.
Very interesting.
God, it'd be great to build that 9 point, but not at the expense of the
Pretty expensive.
the blots.
Then you got, if you do this, you go 8-6.
Yeah.
All you got, but
Yeah.
ugly.
They're towers.
Hey guys, hold it down a little bit, huh? Yeah, they're talking.
bleed.
Some people here are complaining on the chat line.
Uh-oh. Oh. All right. Ian's just gotta. All right.
Now just make the 9 point.
Yeah. You can give up the ace. Aces, 9s, and 10s. Not all 10s. And no longer the 11. Yep. All right. They go to good landing spaces. Bill wants to roll a little small here. Or
All right, Ian should stop and count the raise.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, all
He
right.
must have already
Or maybe he did.
Or he should have already counted the raise and determined it's double.
or passed the eye test without counting, huh?
Well, the whole thing is 1-6 really screws up the, the ointment here.
Ian is leading 125 to 113. If I count it.
No, it's the
Well,
12 pips. That's
I
not
think Bill
bad.
has to take you because even if Ian rolls a good number, which for him would be clearing. Well, actually, maybe he doesn't clear the 11 point. A good number for him would just make the 3 or the 4 because he doesn't want to let Bill
2 or the 3.
disengage from his bar so easily to get into a straight race.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Make the 2 or the 3 point.
Right.
Because letting Bill off the bar without contact is actually good for Bill.
I like that Ian has that look like it's.
Okay, David.
Am
Well
I
says
happy with
double.
this?
Refresh, David. You may
Yep.
be running a little late.
Okay.
All right, so.
So it clears
Ian's
it.
Probably going to clear it because this doesn't make a point.
Now a running 6 isn't as dangerous.
That's
All right.
obviously a good sequence for Ian. He picked up more in the race.
To the
Has
ace?
to play the 3 to the 3 point now.
Yeah, I guess this is.
Well, he could bring both to the 6, but that just looks very.
Right,
Yeah.
that's a little too stiff.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
has to go.
Right, isn't that upset about it, right?
Ian probably won't hit unless it's a 1-6 or a 2-6.
Or it's
2-2.
2.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
right.
this isn't the greatest though.
He could.
He can hit
He
it.
can hit
cover.
and make
Just-
the
just-
ace.
Just hit and make the ace. The problem
Oh,
with
that's
making
true.
the 7 is you don't have any follow through. I mean, there's
Right.
a little. If he makes the ace, there's a little bit of a risk that Bill comes in deep on the deuce, and then you have some problems later. But
But you
I
get
don't-
him off the ace. You're facing a 5-point board on the other side. I think you have
just-
to.
You
Oh, yeah.
can't,
You
Well, yeah.
hope he comes in on the 4 or fans.
actually, he has to do it. What other play does
Yeah.
he have other than hitting and making the ace?
Well, a full shift. Maybe you don't get hit with the ace, and then there's some crackage on the other side. I don't know. I feel like it has to be
Well, what would you play? He has no play
right.
other than this.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
You're not-
I think that's it.
Yeah,
If you cleared the 8, you'd have no last one. and then-
right. All right.
Bill does. come
Bill's
in on the
hanging
deuce,
back.
Which is what he wanted.
There's only 2 numbers bearing on him. Uh-oh.
Oh, and that's
Oh well, stack them up.
Stack them up.
That's all there is.
so pretty. Well, it's not a beauty contest, right? All right, small enough for Bill to maybe get a shot here. Some awkward numbers.
Okay. Ian, a lot of bad numbers in the cup.
Yeah.
And that's not
That's
4-3
not
is
one
not
of 'em.
one. Yes.
That's a great shot. Ian can make his 3-pointer here.
Yeah, then we're talking. Uh-oh.
Well, no, just clear.
Just
Clear the deuce. That's all there is.
Well, actually, there isn't. You can go to the ace and maybe. So, what are you giving? 4-5 and 3-6
And 3-5.
and 3-5. Okay, yeah, that's too
Six
much.
numbers.
But God, I hate so many checkers on that 6-point. Yeah, I'd
was
get
just
talked into
inspecting the
this. He
bottom
was just
of the
looking at the
checker.
bottom, right? Is this polished? Did Tara and Bill work their magic on these checkers?
It was funny. Like he looked at the bottom of the checker. I don't.
6 is a lot to volunteer. And Bill may come in on the 4. Of course, he could come in on the 3.
Right, and also, is there any cracking? What? No, not really. Double 4s, I guess, is the only cracking
Double
number,
4,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
As ugly as it is, I think it just clears the 8.
exactly. You sometimes have to go with who brought you. All right. He's got a few fanning numbers. He's got a few not the greatest numbers.
Yeah, Wells 4-5.
About 3-6. All right. But now it's going to be really hard to. Oh, 5-4. Looks like some.
5-3.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, ruh-roh. Hello, ace points. Yeah.
He's better off if he had done it last roll because the 8 points cleared.
Right. All right. There are numbers. That's not one of them.
One of them. Okay. Be careful, young man.
Yep.
Even, so take it off.
Yep. Rip.
As he should.
As soon as you get to even. All right. Well, no longer even, but worth the risk. Okay. Looks like Ian is gonna. Yep. Both off the
Both
six.
off the 6.
Yeah. Ian's like.
That's the
gammons
safest.
are.
You're not going to gammon.
Gammons are
anyway.
almost non-existent, so why get?
Try to get cute.
Mm-hmm. No shot leaving numbers this roll. And Bill may not stay next roll, be forced off anyway, right?
That's too far ahead of the race. Too
I
far
know.
ahead of the race.
When I'm sorry we interrupted the commentary with shouting over there when I was in that chouette, it was because the parlay of double 5s and double 6 happened that we were just like, ah.
Were you on the receiving end or the giving end?
I was on the thank God for that double 6.
Hey, six numbers.
Right, but any set here.
I would say. Yeah, you're in a little bit of trouble if you roll 5 set.
Right, so
Let's do
it's
with 6 shot leaving numbers.
look at this. You could roll a set and a flunk.
Okay. Still a wee
If you want to-
chance.
All right, no anymore. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ian taking a lead again.
Okay,
so if
Bill
Ian
Spruce,
wins this,
sleep well.
is he the only 8-1 left?
These are the only
Two
one-loss players.
So then he'll be a 9-1.
Somebody's 9-1, and there were 9. So we'll either have, and one of these guys will have 2 losses.
Okay.
And we'll either have 4 or 5 more with 2 losses.
Okay. It's funny, once you like win something like that, then you're in the flow, right? Now all your rolls are just like, hey, here's a joker, here's another joker. How about another joker? Double 3s.
Ian's been on a pretty good little roll. He won the Masters in Atlanta, I think. And
Nice.
so he's got a.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I wonder why.
Did you black that out?
You
Is
the
it
final.
haunting your dreams, Chris?
I memory hold that one.
I didn't recall you were the finalist.
It's
Oh,
all right.
look at this double
It's like,
six.
it's like I told Ian, he enjoyed it. He enjoyed winning a lot more than I was disappointed in losing, so I was very, very happy for him. And I say that 100% seriously.
All right, how cute are we getting here?
What do we got? One
Double
left?
sixes. No, we have all of them.
Oh, he hasn't moved.
Well, you're making the ace point, and then you
Okay,
make the
that's right.
You can make
sorry.
the 2 point.
sorry,
yeah.
sorry. I was looking at it for black.
I think I like hitting on the ace here. Yeah, I like this.
Sure.
How often do you see the Ray Fogerlin 2-6 from the bar in this situation? Right when everything was
Bill's got a
going your
strong
way?
double missing number here. Well, this is not a missing number.
No, this is even better.
Yeah.
You hit the ace, you're like, but if you hit the 5, it really...
If he had rolled something like 3-6, 3-2, 4-6, 4-2, I think Bill doubles there.
Right.
Especially at this score.
Yeah, you want to right the ship. Now Bill's got a slotted ace point, heavy 6, and an almost empty 8. All right, double 4's cute.
Bill
You
wondering
get to
if you
make your
find
ace
double 4s
points.
here,
Right. Well, here we are.
Come in and hit.
Come in and hit.
Try to make something happen.
Yeah, maybe you can stop that checker on the 16 from
Well,
getting
he's thinking-
away.
Looking at that,
I don't think you have the time for that, right? This weird disjointed ace 5 gap. I mean, it's not a back game right yet. It's a holding game.
Yeah, I mean the problem is when you're playing a multi-anchor, a two anchor holding game, you've only got 11 checkers for containment, and when you've already
You
your
mean the ace
and
and
point,
2?
you've already
Right.
made the ace and 2. You're not going to get much containment.
look at this. Makes the 3 point, safeties, and then finds a 4th.
Come on out.
Which
The
is
water's
probably
fine, right?
Stepping
Exactly.
out. Right?
Yeah.
Out, safety, and make
1
3. Absolutely.
safety, and yep.
Plays itself. Nothing to overthink here.
And the 10 is duplicated. The 4-3 is a failure. Ian's just like, He wears his dice cup on his sleeve, sir.
Safety.
Safety.
Yeah, safety seems like the move.
Uh-oh. Victor got one in on Matt here. Got a cube in. Matt had to take it.
Oh, look at this. All right. I just had dinner with him and Elia.
Matt?
No, Victor. That would be awkward if it was the reverse. Oh.
What's he talking about?
Nah, we're watching this commentary. We should. And it's adorableness. Okay, so he's got some decisions here. Obviously, winning the race.
He's winning by 19.
Yeah. What's awkward here?
The first question is this a take for money? Because Bill clearly has a lower take point here.
All right.
I think it probably is.
6-2, 6-3. 6-3 is playable. I'm just trying to think of awkward numbers that would be worth it.
Well, let's put it the other way. If Ian rolls a smooth number to make his 4 point, and then Bill rolls an average number, has he missed the market by a wide margin?
He's missed the market,
Yes.
but I don't know how huge that is.
If he hasn't missed the market by a wide margin, if he makes the 4 point and Bill rolls an average number, then he probably shouldn't double right now.
Yeah. But I like that he's being deliberate about it. Okay.
There goes. Let's it go.
Yeah. Bill had already decided he wasn't going to try and fight that one.
Oh, I misevaluated that. Okay.
I like that Bill doesn't have ego about that. You could tell he wasn't like, some people are just like, I got to change this mojo. And Bill's like, nope.
And that
went through the numbers.
That takes a lot of discipline
Yeah,
and
it
confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
That, You don't panic. I can come back from this.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, why give him a 6-1 lead?
This would be. There are worse things. I can come here.
Ian properly does not split the back checkers after the opening 6-4. Doesn't want to get attacked, and particularly doesn't want to be facing a gammonish cube here with the big lead in the match, so he plays on his side of the board.
Yeah. And again, here we are looking at Ian with a better board than Bill. Like just the situation.
Like-
Bill got one checker free.
Same story, 6th verse. Or
Yep. Here it is again. Yep. All right. Okay, Ian's.
Oh. Look
Huh.
at this. Look at Matt over here.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Lord.
Is this a
He's
clear
down
read up
3-0.
above?
Recube City here, maybe, huh?
Yeah, but how often do you roll like the weird limpy? All right.
It's a mark. Looked like a cube to me, but I didn't think about it.
I'm sorry.
On the other hand, hand-
well spotted, Chris. We're looking at the other stream where the cure market that Matt didn't lose saved himself 4 points.
Saved himself.
Hey,
some points.
every game is one ply, kids.
Victor wouldn't have even gotten read up when he rolled so well.
Right, I know. But every one of these games is one ply rollout. So
It's really not fair when Victor starts rolling like that.
Okay.
Victor keeps telling me that I'm the only one who complains about his dice, but I guess
That plays.
complains about his dice.
Oh.
Mostly from your weekend tournament.
oh, I don't come.
You don't think
I
he
usually
does?
don't suffer
He
at the
doesn't
hands.
think he does? Jeez.
No, he considers himself such a poor roller against.
Yeah.
I'm the first person to complain about his dice.
I mean, I've heard you complain about my dice before, Chris. So
Well, it's because I've never beaten you.
well, I mean, there's that. So, all right, look at this little
Carter, if you go on
disjointed.
the USBGF website, everybody, you can get a list of the people you dominate and the people you are a nemesis. So Carter is officially my #1 nemesis.
All right, Bill needs to. All right,
Okay.
this helps. Come on out for the triple shot, and
Down and out, huh? Maybe.
this
Yeah.
feels right. I mean,
What else are you gonna do? And he may have to give up the mid to hit you. Then again, he may not have.
then again, he may just be Ian and just roll up this. I think
Make the bar? No, make
I
the
think I
bar.
make the bar too. It
Make the
just
bar.
you're
give
giving
it
him
to
2
three
6
numbers.
and double
Three
fours, right? And it's just so pretty this way. And then you can just make the 4 collapsing on his head. He rolls that 3-1 or garbage like that. Or if he
Uh-oh.
fans, I feel this is close
Certainly,
because
Certainly double here. I mean,
Right.
Bill could get gammon for the match here. I mean, this
Right.
is a cube and a huge pass for money.
Certainly a beautiful pressure cubit scorer here.
right. This is
see,
definitely something Bill does not want to see.
Pip, you can tell from Phipps's facial expression.
Well,
He's not
based on that, if
excited
Bill
about
doesn't
this.
want to be, if Bill definitely doesn't want to be doubled here, then it's correct for Ian to double.
Right.
Exactly. Wow.
And you're now.
And,
Let's go.
And
Yeah. Yeah, this is now if he doesn't come in, it's just you play on, right? Oh,
The
what a
Pogerland.
response.
I think Bill would have passed that, honestly.
I think so too.
So Ian missed one there, we think.
Well, I feel like now Bill maybe all right. Good place for it. Ian doesn't do something constructive. It's about to get pretty destructive.
I agree with you, Paul. I do not think Bill would have taken that.
And that's
That's a really It's a really tough cube to take when you're
David
opponent's
Wells
four
agrees.
away.
He says
Oh,
Bill
look at this.
might pass this. So I think
All right,
everyone's.
Bill's gonna double and Ian's I think gonna pass next roll.
Yeah, that gap's not enough, right? But look at
No.
the resignation on like Ian. He's just like, I mean, he does run out of twos pretty quickly here, right? Like 4-2, 5-2.
You count 55, 97, and 125.
Yeah, this has to be it. This has to be number wise. Fipps is dominating here.
Yeah, I mean he's way the hell down. 69. I mean he's like
Okay.
45, 50 pips.
All right.
Yeah, and you're just and Bill's got 9 immediate, more or less immediate winners
Right.
with the
Even your hit numbers then end up being problematic. So.
Got to.
All right. Bill stopped the bleeding for a second. But as we've seen, every time Ian loses like 1 point, he then wins the next game with like a gammon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's. Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly, even more so now. Matt, in big trouble.
Oh. Oh, 5-0. Oh, yeah, this doesn't look that great. Yeah. All right. Scooping the sixes. So he decided to do it with double fours. And just
Every
run
game.
past.
I just make the 9 here, and then I got 4 builders working on the bar next roll.
Why wouldn't you just run and not get trapped?
Because I don't. He's got 1 check, right? I don't need to immediately get it.
I prefer this. I just feel like
You would have made the 9. You're threatening the 5 prime right away. Now you give a couple numbers like this: 4-1, 4-2, 4-6 to build some momentum.
except
would've made
Ian's
the
going to
9
roll a
roll.
9 here because maybe
I'm just saying I would have made the 9 point rather
Yeah.
than coming out last roll.
I got you.
You would have had 4 builders immediately working on the bar.
Huh.
You know, yeah, maybe
Oh.
Bill makes the 5 or the 4, but doesn't always do that.
All right.
4 and 6-5.
Feel like I feel like you have to come up to this. This is the development. Bill would love to roll a
You
pointing
Take
number.
your medicine if you rent, and there it is.
Here's the medicine.
Not medicine, it's castor oil.
Oh, I'm
Ooh.
sorry.
Ow.
You don't get to this. You don't get to this part of the day at a 8-1 record without hitting those shots. And look at this. All right.
I agree with that. 4-1.
Yeah. Nice shot. You'd love to make the bar, but this is so
Come
much
on,
better.
Come on, come
Right.
on.
Yeah. Come on
Safety.
down. Right.
Yeah, I mean, you.
Let's Bill like rooting for like a 3-1 or something.
Don't give it up. Don't risk it.
Come on out with the 5, right? Not giving up the 2 anchor. I don't know about this. How strong is getting that 4?
You got a lot of great numbers. Some numbers to make the bar, numbers to make.
Sorry, what? No.
Somehow Rekitus has recovered from this.
Oh wow! So Matt got out, and Victor's now. All right.
This has to be a cube
First
for
off,
Ian.
but way behind.
This has to be a cube now.
Oh, for Ian, yeah, you've got gammon threats, right?
Yeah,
if
you can make it 6-2, 6-3, 4-2, 4-3, double 1.
6-4, yeah.
6-4, obviously.
Double sixes, double threes,
yeah,
double
I mean-
twos. Have we missed any numbers?
I mean-
think it's like 32 out
Yeah,
of
look at that.
36 or something.
Yeah, and Bill's just okay. There we are. There
Bill
we are.
thinks sooner or later I'm going to get a position I like here.
Right. Hopefully, it's not looking too likely right
It
now.
needs to be sooner or else there's not going to be a later.
right. All right. Matt on the other stream needs to get this together.
The Gammon Go play. Gammon play, I guess you would say.
All right. I like the down a little bit
Went to
better.
the 11.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Again, Ian gets.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Ian's not dancing. He comes in hitting. So
he's not only not dancing, he doesn't have the mundane nothing role.
yeah, it's not the okay
the hitter, you know.
Let's
There it
wait.
is.
Oh,
Oh,
right. Easy cube for Bill.
I feel like
Easy
this.
cube at this
Yeah,
score.
I feel like
Yeah.
this has to be. Oh, look, he was about to snap
He
take,
started to snap it.
and yeah, okay.
Okay.
I hate getting gammoned on my own cube per match.
Make the 9.
It's definitely right to double there.
What do I think so too. Okay, what about the hitting down?
Way too many market losing sequences to not double. This isn't one of them, but
Well, okay, what about so? What do you want to do with the 5-4? I think I kind of want to hit and down. I mean,
I agree with you. You cannot let him stabilize here on the bar.
Yeah.
If Ian comes in and makes a high anchor or the bar, then Bill just has
yeah, like a
absolutely
5-3 or 4 or like or a fourth. Pardon me, a 5-4 or 4-3. Yeah.
Or if he makes the 4-5 or bar,
Yeah.
Bill has nothing. You have to do this. I agree
Right.
with you 100%. Maybe play 14-10 with the 4. I don't know, but you have to.
All right, Ian's in with
Now
both.
he still has a chance to.
Get an anchor, but Bill still's got some really nice
Bill's
double
got some
hits.
blitzing numbers
Bill's
here.
got a lot of.
Oh, this is.
Oh
this should be good.
Lord!
This is brutal.
Well, this makes the 4 and the ace.
Makes the 4 and the 8.
Looks like the play.
Yeah. Yoink.
Yep.
All right, Ian.
Ian needs to
Ian
perform here.
needs
He's
to-
probably
You don't
not
want him to
again.
tie this game up, which is what this may happen. Yeah, 6s, 3s, 7s. There's the 6.
He
Ian
needs a
Ian-
point in the worst way.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Stops the bleeding.
That will.
Just in
Wow.
the nick of time.
Right. Oh
Actually,
wow, those
not-
5s are not the best.
Not a good number for Bill because if Ian comes in here, he can.
Hey, he gets the outfield control. All right, you gotta go. You gotta go, Bill.
I guess he goes to the
Think he-
13.
Yeah, I think
to
he goes
cover
to the 13.
To cover the bar.
You don't want to put the guy on the 4, and you gotta have movement. Was he want a 5-4 or something?
Wow, look at
Ooh,
that.
a hitter.
Oh. All right.
Oh, no.
And fan.
What a sequence.
Lord.
Okay, I
I
guess
just
just
played
come out.
15 here.
Yeah, I like this. You,
Coming
you
out.
contain the
You
outfield.
got complete control of the outfield.
And you also have no useful play if you don't do this.
Right. All right.
Huh?
Yeah. And the double 6 dance. Always a perennial favorite here.
All right.
Yeah. We can move it closer, but move it this way because we're kind of looking that way. That's good.
Okay, he's duped the 4s. What does that mean? It means Ian's gonna roll. Okay. Nope.
This is not a good shot.
I guess it's just
That's-
cleanup,
that's-
right?
Ugh.
Ian can't really do anything heroic here and risk getting himself back on the gammon.
How do you clean? Just go
You
to
just
the
br-
6.
You go to the 13 and the 6.
You play as ugly as possible with no blots.
You know, but
Well, there's only one way to do that.
And I think that's the right play.
I guess there is maybe that if you hit on the 4 from the 12, that could be the not the worst.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brr.
2s and 4s, come on out.
I think come on out if Bill anchors. Oh, we can't do the 3 because then he has no
Right.
4. Yeah.
This is it.
This has to be it. Yeah.
Because his 2-4 is good on the other side. His
Whoa,
2-4 is good on the other
double
side.
hit.
All right. However, This comes with a price.
This comes with a price. Bill can come in with both, and if Ian doesn't clean up effectively,
Yeah, if there is
the 6 is huge for Ian.
that is just a yuck.
All right, get out of there with the 4 and 5 down.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
Now Ian can just focus on his side of the board.
Bill needs the 5-6.
Ian, a couple of heavy sides there.
Yeah.
Well, you just got
another great number.
you just got the pardon from the governor, right? You know, your clemency came through. I was not there. It was the parking lot was dark.
5-2.
Comes up with 2. He's got to bury the 5, I think. Can't risk getting another guy.
Well, if he clears the 8, he can operate off. You know, the 6s come off the back and then hold the 4 point for a while. He's still up in the. What's the race here? I think this is it. You're not squeezed off with the. You're not squeezed off your 4 point with the 6. Off of Ian's 4 point with the 6.
Has to
Okay.
play 18, 12, 8, 5 here. Don't you?
Yeah.
Anything else? Correct.
Right.
Oh well, he could play 18, 15, but the 6 is forced.
Yeah, the 6 has to go to the 12.
But well, this actually doesn't create extra numbers because the 6-5 is duplicated.
It just feels like a better builder, right?
I think it makes sense to put a builder on the 5 point. You'd like to roll an ace, but
All right. I guess.
Yeah. What else?
it's got about 9 numbers to make the borrow.
He doesn't need 9.
Well, just
That's 2.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Well, you can block the double
might wanna play
4s.
13, 12,
Yeah,
12, double 4s.
you can block the double 4s.
So I don't think he saw it.
Right.
Maybe Bill would like to show it to him.
Right. You would love to give an example. All right. Ian knows he's kind of getting. All right. Just make the 12.
Just make the 12.
No, not necessarily.
Well, if he's forced out with the
Is that
6,
no, it's 13 away. So
there's no shot that way.
I guess this is okay. You don't mind if
This is fine.
2 points.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, he may get hit and then get back on the 1.
Safety.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't leave it there.
Yeah.
Can't leave it there.
But what's the race again here, Chris? Is it possible that like a
78, 79, 26, 105 for Ian after the roll. 42, 84.
It's 115 for you. And 105 after.
Hey, you guys who are enjoying this, you need to really smash this like button here. YouTube really appreciates when we
Ian's going to be down 5 after the roll. 105.
get the attention. Okay. But I don't think having 3 loose checkers is going to help his game plan.
I think at the end of the day, he's got to just bring that to the bar. The alternative is making the ace point, but I don't think you want to give up the ace.
Yeah, and you're still giving
No,
8s here.
2, 2, and 4, 4 do not hit, so it's only 4 numbers. So there was a risk of this.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Bill recognizes.
Kind of thing. He can play behind him forever though, and keep a lot of pressure with that midpoint.
All right.
Do you want to block 2?
I think so. He's not really giving up. This isn't the role
Not
where
going to give you the
he
shot.
gives you
this
the
roll.
shot.
Now this is just pretty much a 50-50 game.
Right. So now Ian will hopefully have the 4 and the ace made. So if Bill gets a little squeezy.
Four, 2.
Probably 6.
Yeah, I guess 4-2. But are you really saving a 6? You may just give a 2 shot, right? So this isn't. You give a 4 shot, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, make the 3 point.
Contact definitely works to Ian's advantage at this point.
Right. You make the 3-point. You got this 2 spares outside.
Nice play.
You give an ace shot.
No.
40, 47.
You're going to be providing a lot of wastage.
Bill has 71 afterwards. Ian has 84. He would have been up 13, so
6-4.
You would not have been hit.
Oh boy. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Save 5. What's that? What match are you playing? Oh, okay. We'll work that out. If we stream, I don't know how it relates to other things, but if it's
why did he play that so quickly? He's not forced.
I know, yeah, it's
He's not forced to do that.
I don't know.
Did he think he didn't have a 5?
maybe, I guess, yeah.
He
This
played
is
that
weird.
so quickly.
Well, all right. I guess this is better, right? He didn't get hit.
I mean, it's possible Bill was right, but I'm
Right.
shocked to see him play it that quickly. It made me think that he
Is that the
set
6-1?
that black blot in his
I
board
think
or
I
something.
go into the 5. The 6.
I like to go it into the 5.
All right. Oh,
Uh-oh.
however, Ian did not get here
Ian
to
says,
play.
I don't really care about your ace. I'm just going to win this game by brute force.
Right.
All right.
And Bill just putters along here.
I'm like that. Well,
Got a reshift?
can you get to an 8 cube from here?
Oh, Ian already has the cube.
Right.
Yeah.
So Bill's
Bill gets
take
to
point
think.
would be 1 away, 7 away, which is about 90 or 91 or 9 or 10%.
Yeah, with that 2 gap, maybe it's not as crazy.
He probably has 9%. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not a double yet. If this cube was in the middle, it's an initial double for Ian for sure.
Oh,
but,
for sure. But
yeah.
This is for match.
Yeah, I guess I would wait a roll.
9% take point. Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, Sean, 9%. I agree. The question is, does Bill have that here? I think he probably has 9%.
Yeah, just on the 2 gaps alone, I feel like that would happen.
Sam wants to ship it.
So Ian's up 3 crossovers. He's got 2 off, and Bill has none off and 1 extra crossover. But he could roll a lot of deuces. I would just take 1 roll here. All right. Unless Bill rolls a big double
Unless
here,
he
then
rolls
can
a
give
big
it.
double.
Right. All right, well, he got the odd checker off. Ian's going to keep rolling. He has yet to hit the 2 point.
This has to be a give now. If he rolls a 2, he just plays 4-2, and then he's got
Then he
8
only
checkers
has 1
left.
misser. Yeah.
Yeah, has to be a double to pass now. Ian's still 3 crossovers in a roll.
Sam Pottle, we agree. We give it
Bill's
here
off
too.
6 and Ian is off in 5. Ian's on roll. He's 2 rolls ahead, and not all of Bill's doubles work.
Yep. I like how casually he flipped it.
Yeah.
Flipped the.
Did you see that one?
It's the disparaging. Right. It's.
You see Victor.
What'd you say about my mother?
Victor earlier this afternoon, Ian got a reship back on it, you know?
Right.
And Victor gave it the old Ed O'Loughlin flick back at Ian.
Right. Oh, I remember in Vegas. Oh, but it was funny because when I was out with Victor, he said that Ian out-Victored him. He said that he wasn't playing like Ian; he was playing like himself, and he did a better job. So Victor was hoisted by his own techniques. All right, and look at this. Yep, here's the standard. Yep, it's Crawford.
I don't think there's been a single game in this match that Bill's been winning on the second roll.
Rekitus is about to sneak back in the match here a little bit.
Oh yeah. At least get to. Well, I don't. Let's not put the cart before the host.
A lot better than where he was.
Right. Yeah, even if he wins just 2 points here. Oh,
Uh-oh,
here's the
Bill.
first gap.
Oh,
You jinxed it, and
uh-oh.
Right.
Well,
we're on our way to potential trouble here.
how'd they do, Eddie?
All right. Ian is unsure on how that was supposed to go. Okay. Bill's making a board, but it may be too late because he's getting struck twice.
Just hit him again.
Yeah. When everything, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Oh, did
you
Matt
see
get
what happened
hit?
here?
Yeah,
Bill
of course.
Jinxed him?
Bill just killed
Oh, man.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this. Victor can miss him.
Bill Fipps is now like trying to get in against a 4-point board with 2 checkers in the air. All right, got one in.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Oh, and here's the other hit. Yeah. Yeah, when you feel that, when you know that everything's just up. And struggling on the hook is Bill Fipps. All right.
Again, making every attempt to throw Bill out of the water onto the pier to die a painful death.
Yeah, come on, exactly. What are you worried about? There you go.
More drama.
Right. Dun 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 dun. Oh! And now maybe it's a double hit. It's the ace, make the ace point, or make the 2-point or the ace. I like hitting twice here. He's got all these loose checkers.
There's nobody on the roof yet. He's only hitting one.
Right. So here's how it starts.
Yeah, I agree with you. Make the ace point.
Make the ace point.
Of course. Oh.
I guess the last one.
Did you see what happened? Victor missed a 6-shot bad roll 3-2, and then he hit.
Whoa! Look at this.
Matt just rolled the ace 6 joker.
We really are commentating the wrong match.
I told you guys. All right, 4-1 on the match we are commentating on. by the way, guys, it's been swing on swing on swing.
Yeah, it's been a damn.
Oh, and look at this double
elementary
4.
school playground over there.
All right. Now we can con.
Wait,
Can Victor fan and
yeah.
then get another shot here? No, all right.
You could get G'd here.
oh, Matt got through.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay. It's like cheering for the Chiefs. Nice.
All
right, point on him. I guess you can also, like, you can clear this. Yeah.
He's way ahead.
Right. All right. Here are the teeth for the fights.
He wouldn't mind the G, but the G's not that important from out away.
Right. All right. Well, you just made your 4-point. Right. This is the 4-point, kids.
Yeah, you can't make the 9 and leave him an indirect.
No, you don't want
Yeah,
to.
you also just thematically, once you've made your ace, you want to focus on the inner board.
All right. That was a nice roll. 1 checker safe.
1 to go.
3 to go, but you know.
Which?
Oh wow. Okay, so.
Yep.
Yep. And there you are.
Come up with the ace. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta have to.
Once
You have to
with the
get.
ace.
Yeah, you have to get out.
You're not waiting for a shot here.
A long comeback journey begins with one
Is he
small
thinking
point,
that the
you know?
5s, you know, this way the 5s play behind him?
Well, he could be thinking about whether this is a bad 5. 5-3. 5-3's bad.
Ian slammed that clock. I don't know why? I kind of like his position.
All right, and in.
You know, if Bill gets a little rally going, Ian's only got 3:58 left here.
Yeah, it is. Time is.
Quite a disparate clock number there.
But Bill wants to get to post Crawford.
Well, Bill hasn't been moving much this match. That's helped his.
Okay. And Ian.
Let's get up with the two.
Yeah.
Don't overthink this. There's 2 up and 5 in.
Yeah.
Don't risk any more than you have to risk.
One extra point here for a little action. You know, what's a little fly shot from the roof? You know, yeah, there you go. Yeah, look at Ian. Oh my God. Somebody tell him it's going to be okay. That is not a man who looks like he's winning 8-2.
We're enjoying this. Tiffany needs to go give him a hug or something.
Right. All right. And now Bill's getting a little thin out there. Ian, one decent set, 4 6s. All right, 6-1. Maybe it's 6-5. I don't know about that.
I would have put 6-5.
Yeah. And now it's even thinner, kids. All right.
He's got.
Oh, that's
a
not legal.
Good try. Got to do that faster. Ian.
Right, exactly. Now when all that.
Do it faster and hit the clock.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Mind the gaps. Yeah. All right, he gets to hold the board. There is a. Oh my God, 6-5. Oof. 4-2.
All he's got. Now he's
All right.
hoping Ian rolls a 5 or a 6.
We didn't want. Okay, Ian's just going to go with 1 checker. Bill's going to have a lot of bad numbers. I think that's what Bill's thinking about. Could possibly be right to volunteer the 3 here.
I guess, is it the 3? Is it like just so you get the 6-1, 6-2? If you stay back.
Even if he breaks a 6-point, Ian just goes with 1.
Oh yeah, Ian's out.
And then Bill's going to leave a shot unless he rolls a double next roll.
Right, against a 5-point board, and it may be double blots, right? Yeah. But this is game decision, right?
Good.
If he
I like
gets
it.
hit,
One time
he's
Ian
kinda
looked
screwed.
up, it's like he's looking right at the camera. Like,
he's like, "Are you watching this at home?"
That's right. He was on Big Brother. He's been on a lot of stage sets. He knows where the camera is.
Yeah, but in all those, the camera's disguised, right?
Ian's just stressing so much, his hair looks noticeably grayer than it was this morning.
Standard, no problem. Same old.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, Ian's looking in good shape.
All right.
He almost found it 6-5.
Yeah. Yes, Gigi, this is the last match of the night. Well, actually,
Unless something really
Matt and Victor will be finishing the last match. We'll switch Matt and Victor over here in a second.
In about 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, right. All right.
Okay. Well, he's at least a roll away.
Yeah.
Well, 2 rolls away.
Well, no, but let's say clear and then off and then
to the 2.
3-2, right? Yep.
So you're gonna have to dance all night, Bill, before you get a
Right.
shot.
You need the 4-1, 3-1, and then root for a set, which is always fun. You know. Here's how the sequence. Oh, here's part 1. Now you got a fan. Now you got to root for double 3s.
Oh.
No. All right. This is. Who's singing? Who's singing back there?
Is that Rosie?
All All right, congratulations to Ian Terry. who's
Yeah.
about to go 9-1.
9-1.
And be the only one lost.
The only one lost player.
Here.
All right.
Very, very good.
Okay. 12 rounds, I believe.
Thank you, Paul. I assume the word interesting is a compliment, but
Okay. Nice try, Bill, but again, Ian dispatches these amazingly strong players with
Yeah,
relative ease.
Bill's not used to feeling like roadkill, you know. After
Yeah, it's this is the Ian Terry show continues on, and there he goes. Now he just casually, yeah. All right, there we are.
good
All right, well done.
I wish you luck, but I think I need you to lose.
Yeah, I think you're gonna.
In true Terry form, we should see him for the post-game interview.
Now she's switching it. Here we are, Carter.
What was that?
Here we are, Carter. You're what you wanted.
Right. Well,
all right, so we are
Everyone's-
now joining Victor and Matt Rekitus in progress.
Right.
Victor leading 6-4, and looks
Matt
like he had a
kinda-
relatively commanding position this game.
Two
with
Yeah.
cube in play.
Matt
having
trapped behind.
behind, and
Victor-
really needing a double fives or double sixes soon.
Or maybe just a come out number and
There you go.
all right. All right, yeah, I like this play with Matt. He's got this. He's got the board. He's got a hope of 6 awkward.
Yeah, give Victor a few bad sixes, not that one.
Oh, and look at this. Well, no, this is okay.
Now it's still.
I
would
mean,
prefer a different six.
there's a little action here.
Nope.
Nope, wrong 7. Yep.
Bring them both
Take
in.
'em
Yeah,
in.
yeah, and I mean, and they're going great to great distribution, right?
Yeah.
Going to the 5 and again to the 4.
What is? Oh, Victor's thinking about whether he'd rather have the builder on the 5 or the 3. But
Right.
I would put it on the 5. I think.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah.
A little stronger. It feels.
Yeah, and you can play your 1s and your 3s to the 3-point.
No, I don't think so. I think this is it.
What's the question?
But make sure so Rory doesn't like forfeit the tournament for you because you didn't show. So, all right. Matt's got to get a last minute shot here. He
You know,
may.
it's funny. Ian was talking Tuesday, Wednesday. Or
Oh, look at this. Victor just casually rolls the boxes.
Ian was saying he looked at the weather forecast. He said, "Damn, the weather's terrible." He thought about not coming.
The weather was awful in New
The
York.
weather was awful, by the way. Chicago looked like it was going to have horrible weather.
Yeah.
So did New York. It was a great weekend to stay inside and play backgammon.
All right, where's the 1? Is it off or is it 5-4? 5-4 just leaves the
5 to 4.
6-3.
5-3.
6-3. I mean 6-3, 5-3, and
And that's it.
that's it.
And double threes aren't pretty, but you can play them.
Yeah, double 3s are playable. You can clear. All right. Now, yeah.
Gotta
I think
go.
you got
Try-
to
try
because.
try to save this.
All right. Yep.
I think he plays 4-3 here to stay even on top.
I think so too. The peel just doesn't seem like. But I guess gammons are for match, right? You're even now,
Yeah.
but you're rated to roll a 2.
Okay, that's
1, 2, 3, 4.
It probably saves the G for sure.
It should save the G unless. Yeah. All right. But then you get lured. You get lured into sticking around like, oh, maybe I won't get gammoned here, right?
Yeah.
Because there is
Right
9
before he rolls
checkers,
the set.
and here's the set, and here's the set that you're just like, why did I stay? Oh, and this is why you stayed.
Uh-oh.
All right, Matt needs a
Matt
2.
needs a 2 in the worst way.
Instead, just
that's
stayed.
one of his better misses.
Yeah. but
Not good
get them
enough.
to Crawford, so yay.
Rather than last rites, he has a faint pulse.
Right. He has the doctor hasn't been called, but the priest is on his way.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we need some excitement of a comeback, don't you think? Get
I mean,
the crowd into it.
It would be nice to see one of these things that just wasn't an utter blowout. All right. How many of us have come back from this? This is nothing. This is you win the Crawford game, and then you gammon him on the quick cube the second game, and it's 5 points.
2 games,
That's
it's
5
over,
points. But again, you're usually not playing Victor Ashkenazi. You're playing some rando at your club. All right.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of commentary, Bill. So
and then a little bit of the added stress of a few of the internet glitches too.
I heard some of those. That's a rough. All right.
That's even tougher on Tara than it is on me.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm sure.
And she is such a damn perfectionist.
Yeah.
It's like this afternoon she's saying, "I'm so embarrassed." I'm like, nothing to be embarrassed about.
Remember Greece?
It happens.
Yeah.
Were you in Greece?
I was.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, that internet was hot garbage. All right, Matt, trying to stay alive here.
Look there, Scotty Kelly calls
2-6.
Trencher and Carter the A team right that I brought in.
I mean, I hate to say we are. It's good you bring out the big guns in the evening. Look at this 2-6. All right.
Hey.
Of course, we're at that stage of the tournament where all the people who lost lots of matches earlier critiquing the people who've been winning. So,
look, tomato here, baby.
Okay,
I'm not going to listen to this.
Down. He's going for the gusto here.
I'm talking about myself too.
3-6. That's nice.
These sixes are just okay.
All
Matt
Matt
should be able to get to the momentum.
Matt should contain.
All right.
Where are they?
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'll take a blue.
Sure, I'll take a Corona.
So Carter, what do you say? We go into Anderson Cooper New Year's Eve mode here?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be Andy Cohen. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
G does Matt no good. He just needs to win.
Yeah.
1 point.
Oh, this helps a lot, though. Run those
That's gonna help
around.
the cause big time.
All right.
Matt just needs to clear 2
Then
points.
that frees up the cube coin
to,
subsequently.
Be
Right.
within 4. Clear these points. Not this roll.
No.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
They just
Proper
didn't-
technique by Matt
They
here.
didn't turn.
He does not play. He does not voluntarily give up one of his 6s from the 8 or the 7.
Right.
With a 4, just plays the 4 behind.
Yeah, clearing that 13 gets a lot more complicated than people understand.
Yeah. Again, I just play 6 to 1 here.
No Corona. All right. Exactly. I don't know if we're sponsored by this.
Isn't that against USBGF ABT tournament rules?
Well, I mean,
Director serving beer,
right. We've had issues with the sponsors.
who's also on the board.
Thank you, sir.
All right, 2-1. Matt's starting to slow down here, and this is not the time to do it, Matt.
His lead in the race is
Yeah. I mean, I hate when I'm just like jamming and then the guy rolls a double 5 and I'm just like, hey, wait, what happened to my race? My shiny new race. All right. But both have a
Maybe
reasonable
on the
amount of
big
time.
East, at some point.
Yeah, at some point you're going to have to probably maybe pick and pass, maybe
Yeah. Otherwise, contain him.
Oop, you get to clear that point.
That makes 2 points.
I think.
The question is, do we want to clear the 11?
I think I want to clear the 11. I understand. I
Well,
know
you can make the 2
you block
points,
the
but if you do
sixes.
that, you're totally stripped outside.
But I guess no. I guess you do want like 6-1 here, right? So if a Victor were to roll a 6-1, you'd like to be able to hit him.
Pip lead. I clear the 11. Unless I miscounted this black's up
Okay.
14.
All right.
I think this transposes to a normal variation. Victor eventually runs out of time. He's forced to bring down the midpoint. Matt fills in his board, and then probably Victor will get an 8 shot later on if Matt doesn't roll a double.
Okay. And here's that 6-1.
All right, well.
That would have been attackable.
Matt can't hit, though, because he has no hidden covers. He can't safety all the blots because double ones doesn't pick it up, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he can't. I'm like
Yeah.
thinking,
So
what?
Matt's never hitting here, so this doesn't affect things much. So Matt should just fill in his board right here.
But he
Oh, but he
could
could roll
have.
double ones. Wow, this actually turns into a bad number now. So he just, I guess, plays 4-1 and 8-7, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
And now Victor gets a little closer to doing leapy stuff. One, 2, 3, 4. And how hard is it to?
Hard.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Don't overthink this.
It feels like a dead checker on the 2. Yeah.
He doesn't mind.
You aren't volunteering an 8 here. Not against that board. All right. Matt's got to clear, but Matt's also got to. Oh.
That's not a clearing number.
I guess this is the 8, right?
This is another ugly number.
Yeah, that's about all he can do.
All right, now now Victor has a little freedom to bail.
Exactly what he had in mind. But
This
go to
was
the,
not. Yeah.
I'd go to the 6 and the deuce, but that's me.
This race is
This
a
one's a
lot
good shot.
closer. Yeah, this clears and also covers. Victor needs to roll higher than an 8. That's a 9. I think so too. Yeah, there's a couple pick and passes. Yeah, there's the 2-1, 2-2, but this is, I think, his best angle.
There's a few
Aces,
passes, but Matt's 5
aces,
and 6s here.
deuces.
Matt's
Yeah.
5 and
Ace
6s here are
deuce.
really bad for him because he's either
Right.
got to volunteer in the 8 or just bury more.
Right. Oh, adorable. Yeah, because the 6-2 is now the forced direct. But I think. Yeah, this isn't me. All right. I think this is correct.
Okay, need something small. Just pay now.
He would have actually had that direct shot if he had done the 5-4.
I'm just running.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
No, he went to have the shot, Victor. Matt would just be
8
forced
to
clear the
pay. Oh.
bar. Matt would have just been forced to clear the bar if Victor was in the
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, yeah.
But he would have picked up a little bit because Matt would have hurt himself. In
Right.
the race.
Uh-oh.
Right. That's not the 5-3 that you were looking for.
No options.
All right.
Another shot at an 8. Boom. Play him inside.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is right. Like the
What
equity.
is that? 40, 42, 47, 18, 65. 55, 65.
So 10 pips. 10 pips, so I guess you
They-
hang back. What
It's
is it?
Crawford, Sam. They didn't turn it to Crawford, but it's the Crawford game.
So you're hoping
Can't save these.
up.
Uh-oh.
Well, you can not leave a direct though. All right, Victor is
looking for an 8. Oh!
Dear Lord.
This is the Crawford game, guys. They didn't turn the tab.
All right.
Another 8.
Matt's race isn't bad.
Play 6-4 here.
I don't know. I
don't
think
know.
I'd bring
I
it
think I'd
in
take
just
it in.
because you got to get, the 5 gap's going to be a gap anyway, right? I think.
Yeah, but now you've got 3 checkers above the gap. So
I know. But you need to take like any small set,
They're all
double
in board,
3.
though. Look, ooh,
6 is huge.
So delusions of grandeur.
6 is
with
huge
it.
now, unless he rolls consecutive 4s. He's essentially even.
All right, Matt. You need a set, and it needs to be something either super
Functional.
small. This doesn't hurt him.
Wait, he may want to play 6-2 to get 4
Oh,
off.
that's true. To
with
get
the double
4 off
twos.
with the double
Right.
2s, exactly.
Good point.
Yeah, and Matt catches it. Good job, Matt.
Uh-oh.
Victor doesn't.
This
The
doesn't help.
gap
Only
doesn't
one checker.
exist, right?
This doesn't help him too much. He's odd.
Right, and he's odd.
Yeah,
but
so Matt is
10,
1 double
12.
behind.
1 double behind.
He has all this doubles.
look at how smooth this looks. All right, Matt.
All right, Matt. Keep the commentators busy.
Oh,
That's a sort of works, but might not.
right.
Yeah.
As long as no
He'll take
aces
it,
come
though.
back,
He'll take it, but it's any celebration is way premature.
Right, exactly. How often do you do this and then you don't?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
1 roll down, 2 to go.
Yep. As long as Barn.
long
Oh, that's
As long
just
as
cool.
Victor doesn't do his
Gets a shake. 5s or 2s are better. 5
Twos
numbers.
are better. Oh. All right.
Okay.
Good job, Victor.
Way to go, guys. Okay, thank you so much, Carter and Chris.
Our pleasure. My
Thank you for
pleasure.
having us.
Some good
Thank you
matches
for having us.
here.
And
10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
get some sleep and get ready for the final few matches.
If I can,
let's
do
see
it
how
on a
these,
Zoom call, I'll do it. But I have a feeling tomorrow I may be
Let's
at
see,
barbecues.
Back up. See who has won these other matches.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay, Chris. Good night,
Good night,
man.
Chris. I guess I should look and make sure they haven't.
Where
torn
are
my
we?
car.
Okay. Ooh. So we still, Fipps is alive.
Right.
We don't have winners from, well, we know Victor won
Oh,
that.
Herbie is 7-2. Nice.
Yeah, so we're still
Nice.
waiting on results there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We've got some good matches coming up.
You think Herbie's
Herbie
broke through the ice and keep it going now?
America, it's time to go north.
Okay, folks, thank you so much for watching today. Be sure and hit that like button before you leave. And join us again tomorrow, Finals Sunday at 10 a.m. we begin. We'll have a round 11 of the championship. And we go from there. We'll have some, the ABT event finals. Ultimately, we'll have the Masters jackpot. Markowitz Masters, the Faster Masters, maybe the limited jackpot. I'm not sure. We'll have the Ladies National Championship. I'm not sure. I know Marcy Kosser is one of the participants in that. Let me look real quickly. Who else is in that? Boom. Is that on the list here? WWB Women's World of Backgammon Championship. No. That's not updated at all. Oh, there it is. Marcy. She is in the final, but then we have Melissa Shin, Sam Haddon, and Karen Davis still alive in the upper half of the bracket. So anyway, I'm not sure. Gigi will keep y'all posted. I'm not sure which which matches will be on which stream, but we'll keep you posted. So I'm signing off. We'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.
Something I can't find with words. You remind me of what it's like to just